Welcome to In Touch with the Chamber. I'm Sharon Shepard. Joining me today are two talented women that have joined forces with the YMCA to provide our community, all ages and walks of life, tools to better their minds and their bodies from the inside out. And I want to welcome you both so much for being on the Chamber today.
Thank you.
So I know we have Samantha Turner, who is with Oakstone Health and Nutrition, and Jenny Yates, who is with Four Rivers Counseling.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm excited to have you guys on the show today because, one, you guys are graduates of our startup program, so it's always wonderful to see that our graduates are excelling in their field. So with their business, that's exciting, and I'm looking forward to you guys being able to tell the community and our viewers what all's going on. So maybe to start out, let's have each of you give us a little overview of your business. So, Jenny, if you'd like to start.
Sure. So Four Rivers Counseling is my first private practice, my first business. Very proud to be a graduate of the startup program. And it's been exciting, phenomenal. So I provide individual counseling, family counseling. I work with people of all ages. I do family counseling, couples counseling. So there's not a problem I can't fix.
That's good to know. And Samantha, what about your business?
Yeah, so I am a registered dietitian and the owner of Oakstone Health and Nutrition, which is a dietitian private practice, and we do a lot of individual nutrition counseling for people that have chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, or just want to work on weight management, eating disorders, things like that. And so that's the main purpose of the business, but I also do a lot of group educations out in the community and dabble a little bit in workplace wellness.
Okay, so you just dabble a little bit. I think you do more than that.
I like that.
So I know you guys have, as I mentioned in our opening, you guys are going to be joining forces with the YMCA this spring. So to do a program that you guys call Positive Mind, Positive Body. So how did this come to be?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I would say it's been a mutual collaboration between myself and Oakstone and the Y, and it grew from a love and caring for our community. It started with concern when we lost 2 youth back in the pandemic. That's what spurred me on to start my private practice, and since then it's grown into community education so we can talk about suicide prevention and mental health awareness. And because Sam and I work so well together in startup, and she does health and wellness, I do mental health, we thought wouldn't it be awesome if we could combine our forces and offer something free for the community.
Well, and I think the mental health and the physical health, it all goes hand in hand,
True.
So it's great to see you guys collaborating together and, taking these steps to make sure that our youth are healthy and happy.
Right.
And I know you were talking about, that we lost 2 with just suicide. So I don't know if you want to tell a little bit more about what this is all about, with your counseling scholarships.
Absolutely. Okay, so 4RC started counseling scholarships after we started incorporating and meeting the families of Angelina Moorfield and Ian Wright. And we lost both of these 2 beautiful young people the same weekend in 2020 when the pandemic started to suicide. And so that's what motivated me as a mom and a parent and a counselor to step forward and say, I'm going to take some responsibility here and do something to make a difference. And so then I just connected with other community members like Mr. Kinkema, Brad Kinkema at the Y, as well as Tara Cloud, very concerned about the community. Let's do something to make a difference as far as mental health goes. And everyone these days, since the pandemic, wants to talk about mental health issues more. The stigma has reduced a lot. I have more and more people coming into my caseload that I hadn't seen before. More populations represented. Men is a great example coming in, as well as teens. And then when I met Sam, it just all gelled together with the health piece. So it's been beautiful.
Very nice. Well, I know, Jenny, we were talking a little bit before we started, and 15 years ago, I was in mental health, and you were volunteer for my agency, but the stigma was so bad then, and so it's so refreshing to hear that is lightening up, that it's not as thick or bad as it used to be.
Well, and I think, like Jenny said, since COVID, health has been a main priority for a lot of people. If you don't have your health, what really do you have? So I think it's really important that we're doing this for the community and like sharing different strategies to improve their health, not just their physical health,
Right.
but their mental health.
And as you're talking about that, I can remember, being and speaking to groups, and if you ask someone, who in here has heart disease, people would raise their hand, or who in here has diabetes, they'd raise their hand. But if you would ask, who in here, has a mental health disability or mental health issue, people would look around, but they wouldn't admit that they did. So it's like I said, it's just refreshing to know that's lightening up, and that you guys are here to help. And again, because if you've got a healthy body, that definitely helps with the healthy mind.
Absolutely.
And vice versa.
And I often share with my clients, I see a counselor myself, and I particularly enjoy helping others deal with emotional eating issues. That's another topic that has come to the forefront
Right.
since the pandemic. People of all ages, men, women, young people are willing to talk about emotional eating behaviors and try to get out in front of that. So that's another piece I'm so excited to bring into the workshops.
Right, and I'm sure that helps, having Sam there on your side as a nutritionist to help with if you're gonna eat something healthy, right?
There you go.
Well, now I know you mentioned the counseling scholarships. So tell us how those work.
Okay, so we have raised money through different means in the community for the counseling scholarships, and that's for clients that come into 4RC that cannot otherwise afford their copays.
Right.
We're talking about copays between $30 to $60, and in this day and age, in this economy, that's really, really tough
That is.
on most of our families. And so many families are asking me, I don't know if I can come in or even bring my child in on a regular basis because, Jenny, we can't afford it.
Right.
And then I can turn to them and say, look, we understand, we recognize that, and we have a counseling scholarship in place. So Angelina Moorfield's scholarship raised about $1,200 through the Harvest Moon Walk. We had a memorial walk for her. And then Ian's scholarship has raised about $400.
Okay.
And we've paid out a total of $720 from Angelina's scholarship, and we've paid out $200 from Ian's. We just raised $200 in our last workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So that's beautiful.
That is, because when you look at some of the other copays, if you go to other specialists, it's not that much. So why it should be that much for someone that's going to, for counseling, or even
Right.
to see you for their nutrition, So it's sad that those are so much higher.
Yeah, and that's just, one barrier that we're trying to help reduce for
Right.
the people in the community to help them improve
Right.
their health.
Now, if someone that's watching would want to donate for these to your counseling scholarships, who should they contact for that?
Okay. So they can contact me at Four Rivers Counseling. They can find me on Facebook. I also have a web page, fourriverscounseling.org, and there we have a Cash App symbol, but we accept cash or checks. That's fine too. They can mail that to me. So just get in touch with Jenny Yates, and I will definitely help you with that.
Okay, and then we'll also say if anybody did not get, where to find you, they can always call the chamber or go to our website, and you guys will be there. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. You see so often, that things are being. Fundraisers are happening for different causes and stuff, but I've never heard of one for counseling scholarships, and this is it's a wonderful thing.
Well, and my hope is that I can open up to other populations like law enforcement, moms, dads, men in particular, men's issues, LGBTQ, BIPOC populations as well. I would love to open up to different areas of the community that could access those services and be able to pay their copays as well.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just an idea that came along the journey.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. Well, and it's something that I think if any of us that would admit it,
Yes.
we've all had some form of mental health, whether it's,
Right.
you know, a seasonal depression, whether it's
Right.
an occasional depression, or if it's something that's, you know, truly chemical. I mean, so there's a lot of different, a lot of different things out there, and it's nice to see that you guys are, you know, bringing it to the forefront and trying to help so that folks can make sure they can pay the co-pays and get the help that they need.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I also found that most of my clients, men and women and teens included, had emotional eating issues that came up during the pandemic. So I've been thrilled to be able to refer clients to Sam, and it's just a very nice complementary relationship. And now that we're hooked in with the Y as well, we can offer really seamless services just around the hub of the wheel.
That's great. That is so great. So I'll tell you, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I want to get into, because I know you guys with your campaign that's coming up, you'll have 3 different sessions, and I really want to make sure everybody knows exactly what to expect from those. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So please stay with us. Welcome back to In Touch with the Chamber. If you're just joining this show, my guests today are 2 very talented ladies who are using their knowledge to really help our community. We have Samantha Turner, who is with Oakstone Nutrition, and also Jenny Yates, who is with Four Rivers Counseling. And ladies, again, thank you so much for being on the show.
Absolutely.
So I know we were talking at the first part of the show about you guys have a program coming up, Positive Mind, Positive Body, and we were talking about how that all came about. And you guys had, you know, such a wonderful passion to help folks that do need mental health counseling and can't make their co-pays. So that's it does a lot to know that what you guys are doing for the community. I know it means a lot to me, and I'm sure to a lot of our viewers too. But so as we get back in, I want to talk about, because I know your program that you have coming up has 3 different sessions. So I wanted to see if you guys could maybe break down the sessions, you know, briefly for us, so that our folks that are watching will know what to expect.
Okay, awesome. So the first one coming up is Monday, March 27th, and it's going to be focused on self-confidence. And then I'm going to have a piece that's going to focus more on developing our authentic self and giving ourselves permission to shine, because self-confidence is really important when it comes to taking care of our bodies and taking care of our minds.
It is, yes.
So that's going to be my portion, and then Sam.
So I'm going to be talking about hunger fullness cues and how to actually use that as a tool to build your confidence with improving your nutrition habits, because the more that you can tune into those cues, the better you're going to be able to regulate your body and be able to kind of control how much you're eating, what you're eating, why you're eating it, and things like that, which ultimately helps you build that confidence.
Okay. And so then I know you have your second session is called Manifesting Your Dreams.
Okay, so I love that term, and I'm sure we've heard it all in social media very frequently, manifesting. So the concept is visualizing your dreams and bringing them to fruition. I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't taught how to build my life vision in school. And so in the startup program, all my dreams started coming to life, and ever since I graduated. And so part of the techniques I want to share with community, because it's visualizing the end game. What is our goal? And sticking with it no matter what, especially on those rainy days. And we all have a lot of rainy days. So the focus on Saturday, April 29th is going to be how to apply pragmatic techniques so we can manifest our dreams.
And then kind of going along with that, I'm going to be talking about how to build SMART goals. We can do it kind of specific to nutrition, but it can be applied to any area of your life. Like Jenny was saying, we just want to help people like have that skill to be able to build those goals, like actually write them out, you know, make them make sense, make them apply to their life, you know, and help them kind of get to where they want to be. And so that session, like she said, is on April 29th. It's going to be at 11 a.m. and the YMCA is actually having their Healthy Kids Day that day. It's for any ages, you know, family is more than welcome to come, and with all of our sessions we do it for all ages. So we hope that kids will come in. We hope adults will come in because this information is really valuable no matter what your age is. But that's another activity that you can plan for like a family fun day on April 29th.
Yeah, that's great. So then I know your final session is Positive Mind, Positive Body.
Yes, and I love this because it's all about a healthy lifestyle. How can we be well in our mind and our body? So that's our grand finale, and that workshop is going to be about pulling it all together. Mindfulness, self-love, self-confidence, and manifestation.
Okay.
And how do we do that? So by the end of that session, everyone, whether you're big or little, will have a better idea of like, hey, what's my focus? Let's go and let's do this. And I can do this.
Right.
And then I'm going to be talking about nutrition and kind of stress management. So like Jenny was saying, a lot of people do find that they have that emotional eating.
Right.
And a lot of people use eating and nutrition as a coping mechanism for stress management. And there's a lot of other healthier opportunities or options out there that you can deal with your stress instead of using nutrition, because there's a lot of research out there that shows if you're using nutrition for your stress management, it's going to lead to maybe disordered eating, a negative relationship with your food, and things like that. And food should have a greater purpose than just relieving your stress, and that's what we're going to kind of talk about for the nutrition part of that one.
That is wonderful. And I know, again, you're saying, so your sessions are for any age, men, women, children.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So, and I was just reflecting as we're sitting here talking, you know, I hear from middle schoolers, teens, women who, in their 70s that have emotional eating issues.
Right.
And the pandemic pushed out a lot of that.
Right.
In addition to substance use increase, we saw a lot of emotional eating issues increase as well, in addition to anxiety and depression. So hopefully we can help you with calming your body down and introducing some techniques to help bring those levels down a little bit.
Okay. Now, if someone, do you need to attend all three, or is this something you can pick one or you can pick two?
Yeah, I mean, the door is wide open.
Okay.
We would love to see everyone at every single one,
Right,
so we can
right.
build on that.
Yeah.
We are assembling our team right now and our diplomats in the area for our mutual businesses, so come on. But absolutely, if you just can make it to one, we're hoping it's going to blow your minds and it'll stick.
Okay.
And like Jenny said, it's kind of built in
Right.
on each thing, and then that way that finale one on May 22nd is going to kind of bring it all together.
Okay.
So yeah, please come to all of them.
Very good. So let's go over some of the details. So now these will all be held at the YMCA?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So that's on Starling Avenue in Uptown Martinsville?
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. And so if you just go over the dates and times again for us.
Okay, sure. All right, the self-confidence one will be at 5:30 p.m. Monday, March the 27th. So we wanted to really push a weeknight to see if that was good for everybody. Working parents, come on, let's give you a break. And then again on Saturday, April 29th, the Healthy Kids Day. We think we're really going to get a nice turnout for that. And then Monday night at 5:30, again, focusing on the after hours, after school, after work crowd, and come on.
Okay. So this is the big question. How much is this going to cost?
So it is free
Okay.
to anybody who wants to come.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing that we do ask is for donations for the scholarships,
Right.
if that's something that you would like to give to. But otherwise, it's free, no charge, and all are welcome.
And so, and by doing a donation, I mean, if someone knows that they could really, use these different sessions, they could be very helpful for themselves, for their child or someone. I mean, whether they can afford $1 or they can afford, 20, everyone's welcome.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, if someone would like more information about the Positive Mind, Positive Body sessions, who should they contact, or?
Yeah, so you can reach out to Sam or I. Come on to my Facebook page. You can find me on online as well, fourriverscounseling.org.
Yeah, and I'm on Facebook as well with Oakstone Health and Nutrition, or you can find me on my website at oakstonehealthandnutrition.com, and my contact information's on there.
Okay. And then again, we have your contact information at the chamber that we'd be more than happy to share with anybody that called. And then Also, I know we've been posting your flyer because you guys have a really nice flyer about the program that we've been posting on the Chamber's Facebook page, so they can even come to the Chamber's Facebook page to look for it there too. So that's a great thing. Now, we've got just a few more minutes, so if there's anything that you guys really want to the community to know about either your businesses or about the Positive Mind, Positive Body program, what would that be?
I think just letting people know that we're here in the community is something that's really important, because a lot of services, people have to travel, at least an hour away, whether that's to Roanoke or Danville or even further. I know, especially for nutrition counseling. So there is a local dietitian in the area now for outpatient nutrition. So if you want to ask your doctor to get a referral to come see a dietitian, I'd be more than happy to do that. And I think same with Jenny. We do have quite a bit of services of mental health counseling and things like that in the area. There's a lot of good organizations, but Jenny is amazing at what she does as well. And I don't think we can have enough kind of practitioners here in the community. So, yeah.
And that says a lot. So often you hear that there's nothing here, and I'm the first one to say, you're not looking. I mean, it's either, a phone call to the chamber or go to our website, but you're right. You're right here ready to help folks with their nutrition. And, you're here to help them with their mental health. And it's just, it's just a matter of taking that step, and whether you go to your doctor to ask for a referral or you just go ahead and make that first step on your own. Yeah. I mean, you guys are here and you're ready to help.
Exactly.
And if it's not here, we'll create it. I mean, that's a great example of those workshops. I'm really excited to be a part of it.
That's wonderful. I know we always say that at the chamber too. If we don't offer it, doesn't mean we won't.
Yeah, right.
Just come and talk to us. So that's good to know you guys have that philosophy too. But it's again, it's wonderful to see what you guys are doing for our community. Keeping them healthy physically and mentally, because it takes us all.
It does.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you guys both for being on the show today, and also just really thank you for your efforts to make Martinsville and Henry County a healthier place to live.
Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you, and I want to thank you for watching In Touch with the Chamber, and I hope that Sam and Jenny are going to see you at one or all of their sessions. So thank you.